The world can wait until coffee. The alarm clock tried to wake me, but the sunlight got there first. Pain and golden rivers slowly across the corners of the earth. The kettle starts its morning song, a familiar little tune, like an old friend at the doorway, arriving far too soon. Outside the city stretches, chasing schedules, chasing time. But inside this tiny cafe, everything feels just fine. Plants are climbing toward the window, leaves are glowing emerald bright, and Milo sits upon his throne, inspecting every ray of light. The emails can wait, the worries can wait, the deadlines can wait a while. The noise of the world can stay outside. I'm staying here to smile. The world can wait until coffee. The world can wait a little more, until the steam begins to dance and sunlight spills across the floor. The world can wait until coffee, until the vinyl starts to play, until my heart remembers how to greet a brand new day. The woman reads a weather novel, a baker hums behind the bar. Someone sketches tiny flowers, someone dreams of somewhere far. Every cup contains a story, every table holds a life. Some are healing from old heartache, some are dancing through delight. The espresso machine is singing, the spoons create a gentle beat, like a hidden little orchestra playing on a quiet street. And somehow all these tiny moments, all these ordinary things, feel more precious than the treasures that ambition sometimes brings. The world can wait until coffee. The world can wait a little more, until the steam begins to dance and sunlight spills across the floor. The world can wait until coffee, until the vinyl starts to play, until my heart remembers how to greet a brand new day. Maybe happiness was never waiting at the finish line. Maybe it was sitting quietly between the spaces of our time. Maybe life is not a ladder, maybe it's a garden path, filled with unexpected flowers, growing where we never asked. Maybe every morning offers a chance to start again. Not as strangers chasing futures, but as kinder versions of ourselves. The morning grows a little brighter, golden dust floats through the air. The plants seem almost magical, like tiny forests growing there. Milo watches passing sparrows, tail moving side to side, certain that today's adventure lies somewhere just outside. I take another peaceful sip, and everything feels clear. The future isn't quite so frightening, the distance doesn't feel so near, because this moment is enough. This warm and gentle place, this coffee cup, this patch of sunlight, this smile upon my face. The world can wait until coffee. The world can wait a little more. There is no prize for rushing toward a never-ending shore. The world can wait until coffee, until the morning finds its voice, until I remember once again that slowing down is also a choice. The world can wait until coffee. The world can wait today. And maybe that is exactly why everything feels okay. The record softly crackles, the sunlight starts to climb, the city keeps on spinning, keeping perfect time. But here inside this little cafe, wrapped in gold and green, life feels softer than a memory, sweeter than a dream. The world will still be waiting, the emails will still be there. But first, one more sip of coffee, one more song, one more peaceful morning air. A place where mornings stay. There's a little cafe on a quiet street, where the sunlight arrives before the people do, where the chairs remember yesterday's stories and the flowers lean closer to the view. The windows wear a coat of golden light, the air smells softly of coffee and rain, and every morning feels like a promise, whispered gently again and again. Milo waits by the doorway, watching shadows on the floor, like a tiny guardian of happiness, protecting something worth waiting for. And Mina sits beside the window, green sweater, warm coffee in hand, smiling at nothing in particular, just happy to be exactly where she stands. No trophies here, no finish lines, no need to hurry through the day, just sunlight, coffee, music, and a place where mornings stay. Take me back to the quiet light, to the soft gold dancing through the room, where every flower seems to know that spring can live in any bloom. Take me back to the gentle songs, to the laughter drifting far away, to the little cafe in my heart, a place where mornings stay. Sings an old melody, wrapped in crackles and time, a song that sounds like autumn leaves and forgotten nursery rhymes. Someone sketches in a notebook, someone stares beyond the glass, someone dreams of distant oceans, watching sleepy clouds pass. Outside, the city rushes onward, engines roar and people run, but inside the world feels slower, like an endless rising sun. And maybe that's the secret hidden in this humble place, not escaping from reality, but learning a softer pace. Take me back to the quiet cafe in my heart, a place where mornings stay. Years will pass, the seasons turn, winter snow and summer rain. Faces change, the roads unwind. Some things never stay the same, but somewhere deep inside of us there remains a glowing spark, a small cafe of treasured memories, keeping warm against the dark. A favorite song, a faithful friend, a coffee cup held tight. Tiny stars of ordinary days, still shining through the night. The afternoon begins approaching, the sunlight starts to move, painting different shapes and stories across the wooden room. Milo stretches with importance, then settles down once more, dreaming cat-sized adventures beyond the cafe door. Mina laughs at something simple, the kind that can't be planned. A moment small enough to miss, yet precious enough to understand. And suddenly it feels like magic, though nothing strange has happened here. Just another peaceful morning, made beautiful because it's real. Take me back to the quiet light, to the soft gold dancing through the room, where every flower seems to know that spring can live in any bloom. Take me back to the gentle songs, to the warmth that never fades away, to the little cafe in my heart, a place where mornings stay, a place where worries lose their names, a place where dreams don't have to race, a place where sunlight knows your face, a place where mornings stay. And when the world feels far too loud, and when the road feels long, I'll remember the coffee, the flowers, the sunlight, the song. And somewhere beyond the noise, a little cafe will still remain, waiting quietly for me. Maybe everything will be okay. I woke before the sunrise. The world was painted blue. The moon was slowly fading as morning wandered through. The city hadn't spoken, not a single rushing sound, just the hum of distant dreaming floating gently all around. I wrapped my hands around a cup. The warmth began to stay, like someone whispering softly, "You don't have to fear today." Milo climbed beside me, curled up near the chair, and somehow in that little moment, peace appeared from nowhere. Some days feel heavy, some nights are long, some roads seem endless when everything feels wrong. But morning always finds a way to shine through every gray. Maybe everything will be okay. Maybe the clouds stay. Maybe this heart has carried enough, and tomorrow will be soft. Maybe the light is closer than it seems. Maybe life is kinder than my dreams. Maybe I don't need every answer today. Maybe everything will be okay. The cafe slowly filled with life, the scent of fresh baked bread, tiny conversations like songs around my head. Someone laughed beside the window, someone smiled passing by. A little child pointed at flowers growing toward the sky. And I remembered something I had somehow left behind. The world is full of miracles that anxious eyes can't find. A flower on a sidewalk, a bird upon a wire, a stranger holding open doors, a spark becoming fire. Maybe everything will be okay. Maybe the clouds won't always stay. Maybe this heart has carried enough, and tomorrow will be soft. Maybe the light is closer than it seems. Maybe life is kinder than my dreams. Maybe I don't need every answer today. Maybe everything will be okay. I spent so many years trying to outrun the rain, trying to build umbrellas for every drop of pain. But storms are part of stories, and winter helps things grow. The trees don't fear December because they trust the spring they know. And maybe I can learn that too. Maybe I can simply breathe, trusting that the stars still shine beyond the clouds I see. The sunlight crossed the cafe floor, turning gold beneath my feet. Plans reached higher toward the sky, quietly, patiently. Milo chased a dancing shadow, then returned to rest, as if he understood the secret I was trying to guess. That happiness isn't a mountain waiting somewhere far away. It's hidden in 1,000 moments scattered through the day. A favorite song, a warm green sweater, coffee shared with friends, a peaceful little morning that you wish would never end. Maybe everything will be okay. Maybe healing comes this way, not all at once like lightning, but slowly, day by day. Maybe every broken piece is learning where it belongs. Maybe every lonely night becomes tomorrow's song. Maybe the future isn't something I have to understand. Maybe it's enough to take this moment by the hand. Maybe the light is closer than it seems. Maybe life is kinder than my dreams. And maybe, just maybe, everything will be okay. The vinyl keeps on spinning, the morning settles in, the world outside keeps turning. every road needs a map. Sometimes all we really need is a little sunlight, a quiet song, and a cat taking a nap. When the city is still sleeping, the city is still sleeping. Streetlights softly glow. The sky is painted silver, and nowhere needs to go. The coffee shop is empty, except for me and you. 1,000 little moments waiting to come true. The window holds reflections of dreams from yesterday, but morning writes a new song and gently turns the page. Milo sits beside me, guarding every chair, as if he owns the sunlight floating through the air. And all the noise and all the fears feel far away from here tonight. The world can spin, the clocks can race, but we can stay inside this light. So stay a little longer, don't hurry out the door. Some treasures only find us when we're not searching anymore. The kettle softly singing, the vinyl spinning slow, the quiet kind of happiness that only mornings know. A stranger reads a novel, someone hums a tune. Flowers catch the sunlight like stars that came too soon. The smell of fresh espresso, the rhythm of the rain, the way a simple melody can heal a tired brain. I used to chase horizons, I used to run ahead, trying to collect tomorrow while missing now instead. But peace was sitting patiently, waiting by my side, hidden in the smallest things I almost passed by. So stay a little longer, don't hurry out the door. Some treasures only find us when we're not searching anymore. The kettle softly singing, the vinyl spinning slow, the quiet kind of happiness that only mornings know. Maybe we're not meant to solve every mystery we find. Maybe we're just passing through like sunlight through the blinds. Maybe every broken road, every tear and every scar was only teaching us how beautiful we are. And if tomorrow feels too big, and if the night feels cold, remember every sunrise starts with colors soft and old. Outside the world is waking, cars begin to move, but inside this little cafe, life keeps its gentle groove. Milo watches sparrows perched upon a wire, while steam rises from my coffee like tiny softly play, and somehow all my worries lose their strength today. So stay a little longer, let the morning slowly bloom. There is magic in the silence, there is beauty in the room. A cup of warm forgiveness, a heart that's learning how to stop living for someday and simply live right now. The city keeps on turning, the seasons come and go, but somewhere there will always be a coffee shop aglow, a green sweater, a faithful friend, a golden ray of light, and a song that softly tells you everything will be alright. A cup of sunlight, morning paints the window gold, tiny stories slowly unfold. Plants are dancing in the light, everything feels soft and bright. Coffee whispers in my hands, no big dreams, no giant plans, just a little peaceful space. Sunlight resting on my face. Milo watches from his chair, like he knows there's magic here. In the silence, in the steam, life is gentler than it seems. Maybe today can wait a while, maybe the world can slow its miles, maybe happiness is small, a cup of coffee after all. Golden rays upon the floor, nothing rushing anymore. In this moment I can see the morning smiling back at me. People hurry down the street, chasing places they must meet. But inside this tiny room, flowers quietly bloom. Vinyl spinning soft and low, playing songs I used to know. Every note becomes a friend, telling me the night can end. Milo stretches, closes eyes, tiny king beneath the skies. As the sunlight warms his fur, even worries start to blur. Maybe today can wait a while, maybe the world can slow its miles, maybe happiness is small, a cup of coffee after all. Golden rays upon the floor, nothing rushing anymore. In this moment I can see the morning smiling back at me. And if the clouds should come someday and all the colors fade away, I'll remember this quiet scene, the little things that stay unseen. A warm green sweater, a favorite song, a faithful friend beside me all along. Time keeps flowing like a stream, but mornings live inside a dream. Every gentle cup we share leaves a little sunlight there. So I'll stay a moment more, listening to the cafe's roar, tiny laughter, clinking cups, simple joy that fills me up. Maybe today can wait a while, maybe the world can slow its miles, maybe happiness is small, a cup of coffee after all. Golden rays upon the floor, nothing rushing anymore. In this moment I believe life is kinder than it seems. Life is kinder than it seems. Wrapped in sunlight, coffee, and dreams. The morning came with quiet footsteps, walking softly through the room, touching sleepy books and flowers, waking every gentle bloom. Coffee waiting by the kettle, steam like little clouds above, while the sunlight crossed the floorboards with a kind and patient love. The record player started spinning, old piano warm and slow, like a friend who knows your story and the places you don't show. Mina watched the leaves keep dancing, golden light upon her face, while Milo guarded his sunbeam in his favorite little place. Take your time, there's no race. The morning moves at its own pace. The sky is wide, the day is new, and there's still something waiting for you. The sun always finds the window, no matter how long the night. It always finds a way to enter, bringing back a little light. The sun always finds the window, even after storms roll through. And maybe hope works the same way, quietly finding you. Outside people chase their futures, rushing through another day, trying hard to catch tomorrow before today slipped away. But the flowers by the windowsill never seemed concerned at all. Still they bloomed when they were ready, every summer, every fall. The birds kept writing tiny poems across the bright and waking sky, while the clouds drifted like daydreams, traveling slowly by. And somewhere in the simple beauty of the sunlight and the leaves, the world felt softer than it usually seems. The wind still sings, the rivers flow, the seeds still grow beneath the snow. The morning knows the sunlight too, there's still good waiting for you. The sun always finds the window, no matter how long the night. It always finds a way to enter, bringing back a little light. The sun always finds the window, even after storms roll through. And maybe hope works the same way, quietly finding you. There are days when hearts feel heavy, there are days we lose our way. Days that seem to hide the colors and turn the bright skies gray. Days when every road feels longer, every answer feels unclear, and the future seems much farther than it did the year before. But the moon never stays forever, the darkest night still has an end. The dawn keeps showing up each morning like an old and faithful friend. And maybe we are stronger than we think when times are hard. Maybe every little step still carries us forward. The trees don't hurry growing, the stars don't rush to shine, the flowers don't compare themselves to blossoms down the line. Yet somehow they become beautiful exactly as they are. Maybe that's the secret hidden in every tiny star. Maybe life is less about arriving, maybe it's learning how to see the sunlight on the table, the coffee by the leaves, the laughter of a friend, the peace inside a song, the little moments teaching us that we belong. The sun always finds the window, and the flowers find the spring. The birds find songs to carry, and the bells of morning ring. The sun always finds the window, and the sky returns to blue. So if you're feeling lost tonight, let the song stay with you. The sun always finds the window, and maybe that's enough to know. No winter lasts forever, no storm can stop the glow. The record slows, the coffee cools, the garden rests beneath the moon. The stars appear, the night drifts by, and somewhere beyond the darkened sky, the sun is already on its way. There is a little cafe at the edge of morning, where sunlight gathers before the day begins. A place where golden beams rest on wooden tables, and the air smells softly of coffee and jasmine. The city hasn't fully awakened yet, the roads are still quiet, the clouds are still drifting, and somewhere between yesterday and today, a record starts to spin. Mina opens the window, the leaves greet the light, the flowers stretch toward another sunrise, and Milo, half asleep, claims the warmest patch of sunlight, as if he personally arranged the dawn. Outside, the world is already planning, already running, already searching for bigger things, faster things, louder things. But inside this little cafe, time walks instead of runs. The kettle sings, the coffee there's a melody that feels older than memory, and somehow every note says you can rest here. The morning is patient, the sunlight is kind. Leave the noise outside, leave the hurry behind. The sky isn't asking you to be perfect, the flowers aren't asking you to win. The day is simply inviting you in. Welcome to the little cafe at the edge of morning, where the coffee is warm and the music is slow, where the sunlight paints stories across the floorboards below. Welcome to the little cafe at the edge of morning, where tired hearts can stay a while, where every ordinary moment learns how to smile. The seasons visit this place faithfully. Spring arrives carrying flowers, summer arrives carrying light, autumn arrives carrying amber leaves, winter arrives carrying silence. Yet somehow the cafe remains. The same window, the same music, the same peaceful corner, the same sleepy cat who somehow becomes everyone's friend. Years may pass, people may change, roads may lead elsewhere, but there will always be mornings, and there will always be songs, and there will always be places that remind us who we are. Some visitors arrive carrying dreams, others arrive carrying worries. Some arrive carrying memories too heavy for one heart. Yet the cafe never asked questions, it simply offers a chair, a warm drink, a little sunlight, a little music, a little peace. And somehow that becomes enough, because not every problem needs solving today. Not every mountain needs climbing today. Not every answer needs finding today. Sometimes all we need is a place where the world becomes quiet. The leaves still dance, the birds still sing, the smallest moments mean everything. The music knows the sunlight too. There's still beauty waiting for you. Welcome to the little cafe at the edge of morning, where the coffee is warm and the music is slow, where the sunlight paints stories across the floorboards below. Welcome to the little cafe at the edge of morning, where tired hearts can stay a while, where every ordinary moment learns how to smile. The moon never hurries evening, the stars never race the sky. The ocean never worries whether the waves arrive on time. The flowers don't compare themselves, the trees don't count their years, yet somehow they become beautiful without carrying our fears. Perhaps life is less about arriving, less about becoming more. Perhaps life is learning how to notice what was already there before. The warmth of coffee, the sound of rain, the comfort of a familiar song, the laughter of a friend, the peace of a quiet room, the feeling that maybe, just maybe, everything is going to be okay. record keeps turning, the sunlight keeps returning, the seasons keep changing, the garden keeps growing, and somewhere inside this little cafe, Mina still watches the morning arrive. Milo still dreams beside the window, the flowers still bloom, the music still plays, the coffee is still warm, and the world still feels a little softer here. Welcome to the little cafe at the edge of morning, where tomorrow can wait outside, where the sunlight fills the empty spaces and hope quietly resides. Welcome to the little cafe at the edge of morning, where every song becomes a friend, where every sunrise brings a reminder the difficult nights all